Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I make my little skull coasters. I make them out of 100% cotton so they don't get all fuzzed up, and then you can machine wash them if you get a coffee ring on them. You can also make them in a bigger size. This is like a pot holder size, and I just make it using just like a bigger thickness of cotton and like a bigger hook. But today I'm going to show you how to make the skull coaster out of the Bernat cotton yarn. It is a medium, so it's a number 4 thickness, and I'm going to be using a, 4mm crochet hook to do it. So I'm just going to show you how to make the basic skull first, and then at the end I'll show you how to do like the little flower accent. And I've made these in like so many different colors because this yarn comes in a lot of different colors. I'm just going to do it in white for today just to make it easier to see. So, let's see, where's the end? So you start with just like a slip knot. And then you're going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So once you have your chain of 10, you're going to connect it just by putting a slip stitch through the first stitch that you made, or the first chain that you made. So just pull through and you have a little loop, and then you're going to chain 10 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're going to do the exact same thing. So you're just going to go through the first loop that you chained and just do a slip stitch. So this is going to be the eyes. So it's kind of just like 2 little loops that are attached there. And then you're going to single crochet 12 stitches into each loop. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here's my cat, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oops, 10, 11, and 12. And then I actually do 1 single crochet just like in the middle right there. So I just put 1 in between the 2 loops. And then you do another 12 into the loop. Okay, hi. Sorry. Come here. Okay. So 12 more. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So you have 12 single crochets in each loop around, and then one just in the middle of the loop there. And then I actually just kind of like slip stitch it to the first single crochet just to keep it all flat. And then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to begin to double crochet. So you're going to double crochet 1 into the first chain, and then you're going to double crochet, into the first single crochet, and then you're going to double crochet 2 into the second single crochet, and then so yeah, you're just going to do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, all the way around. So 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the second stitch, and then 1 into the next, and 2 into the other stitch, and you're just going to do that all the way around until you get to where like the nose will be. So let's see, so 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet. So you're going to end with 2 double crochet, and you know when to stop when you see you have your middle single crochet that you did in between the 2 loops, and then you have one single crochet on either side. So when you're sorry, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's really simple. You're just going to basically skip 3 stitches, and then the middle stitch, just make sure it's the middle of like where your eyes are. So you're going to chain 3, and then yeah, so just skip those 3 stitches, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets in the 4th stitch. Oh, sorry. So if you can kind of see, that's like where your nose is going to be. So you have 1 single crochet, and then your middle single crochet, and then another single crochet. So those are the 3 that we skipped, and then we chained 3 and connected it. And then you're going to do just exactly what you were doing here. So the 2 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet all the way around until you get to the top again. So I'm just on my like 1 double crochet in the stitch, and like the next stitch should be 2 double crochets, but I'm just only going to do 1. Just because the ones I've made before, if I add too many stitches up here, he kind of looks a little lopsided. So, and then you're just going to slip stitch with the first double crochet. And then so that's the beginning of the face. So you got the 2 eyes and the nose, and then just the double crochets around. We're gonna do one more round of double crochet, and then that'll be it for the first section. The skull is crocheted into 3 sections. So the first section is like this part here, and then the second part is the teeth, and then the third part is just around the teeth. So we are going to do basically the same thing that we did on that first round of double crochets. So you're going to do 1 double crochet in the first stitch. Oops, sorry. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and the first stitch is the one that you slip stitched into. And then the second stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets. The third stitch, you're going to do 1 double crochet. The fourth stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochet. And the fifth stitch, you're going to do 1, and then so on all the way around. I don't know why I have I have a thread mixed in with my yarn. Okay, so then when you start getting close to the nose again, you're just going to do 3 double crochets in the chain 3 stitch, in the chain 3 spot. So yeah, just 1, 2, 3, and then you're just going to continue around again. So 1 double crochet, and then 2 in the next, 1 double crochet, and then 2 in the next. And sorry if I'm going a bit fast. I just I know whenever I look for a tutorial on something, it's always kind of frustrating when it's like they're teaching you how to double crochet as they're showing you the tutorial. So you kind of have to already have knowledge on chaining stitches and single crochet and double crochet just before starting this. Okay, so then, and then ending again on 1 double crochet, And then you're going to just slip stitch to that first double crochet, and then just chain one, and that's it. You're just going to cut your yarn, pull through, and then just make a little knot. So that's the first part. This one's actually a little bigger. It's coming out a little bigger. The other ones I've done in like 3.5 millimeter hooks, and they just come out like a little tighter and smaller. But like, I just find this one's like a good size for like an average mug. Okay, so then the next part, you're going to do the teeth. So you start planning out the teeth just basing off the middle, like in that chain 3 spot when you did the 3 double crochets. So you're going to go to the middle one of the 3. So just kind of like keep in mind that spot. And you're going to, how many? So it's 1, 2. So from that middle spot, you're going to go in the 1, 2, 3, 4th stitch from that middle spot. So, yeah, so from here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just into that chain, if that makes sense. So here's your middle stitch, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're just going to tie your yarn in again. So just pull through, make a little knot. And then we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to skip a stitch. And then you're going to double crochet in the next stitch. Just to make that little loop there. And then you're going to chain 1. And you're going to skip a stitch again and double crochet into that middle section. And then you're going to chain 1. Skip another stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. So we got 3 teeth now, and you want to chain 1 again, skip a stitch, and then double crochet into the next stitch. So that's our first row of teeth. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, is it 4 again? Sorry, I'm trying. Chain 4 again, so 4 chains, and then you're going to double crochet into the same double crochet from the row before. So just right into our double crochets we're going to be double crocheting into again. So you're going to chain 1, double crochet into the previous double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the previous double crochet, chain 1, and then I just double crochet into the chain, into that chain 4 spot, and it just kind of evens out by itself. So that's our teeth. And then we're going to fasten off again. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull through, just pull tight. So a lot of tutorials I've seen, they kind of just like stop with like the weird teeth, but I like to frame the teeth. I think it just makes like a smoother, nicer looking finish. So you're going to insert the yarn just exactly where we did it last time. And we're going to tie another knot just right into that same spot where we started our teeth. Sorry, there's a lot of yarn ends now. You're going to pull up a loop, and then you're going to do 2 single crochets into this little spot here. So 1, 2. So 2 double crochets into that, what was the chain 4 spot. And then you're not going to do anything here. You're just going to go right into the next space with 2 more single crochets. So that's a total of 4 single crochets, 2 in each gap. And then we're going to yarn over and start double crocheting again. So in the same chain 4 spot, you're going to do 2 double crochets. Sorry. 1, 2. So in that spot there, you're doing a total of 2 single crochets and then 2 double crochets. And then you're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 3 spots. So 1, 2. Next spot, you're going to do 1 and 2. And the last spot, 1 and 2. And then you're going to, in the same spot, do 2 single crochets. And then in the very last square here, you're going to do 2 more single crochets. Okay, and then I just kind of do a slip stitch into like this hole here, just to like have it lay a bit more flat. So just slip stitch into there, chain 1, cut your yarn, oops, and then pull through nice and tight. And so that's the skull. You just have to weave in your ends, and then you're finished. The worst part is weaving in the ends. I feel like the weaving in takes as long as the actual crocheting, so I'm not going to weave in the ends on camera just because it takes me so long. But you literally just weave them in. I think there's like 8 of them. And then if you want to do the flower, you just take like a contrasting color. And I just use the same crochet hook. And you just make a slip knot. And you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to slip stitch into the first chain to make a loop. And then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to slip stitch into that same loop. That same chain. You're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitching into that same chain again. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into that same chain again. So now we have 4 petals, and I'm going to do a total of 6 petals. So 2 more chain 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into that first chain. And 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just slip stitch again into that first chain. And then just fasten off. So just chain 1, cut. Pull through. And then I like to just kind of like put my hook up through that that big chain space that we slip stitched into, and just pulling the yarn, the end of the yarn just through that circle, just to kind of like pull it in a little tighter. And then from there, honestly, I just kind of guess to see like what spot looks best. I normally do it like on like the left hand side, just like above the eye. So I'm just gonna put it in about probably just right here. I'm gonna come up from the back with my hook. And we have two ends, so we have like the end that we started and the end that we finished. So I'm going to grab one of these ends and pull it through. And then I'm just going to go up through the next spot, and then pull the other end through. So if you can see, like, I brought them through two different gaps. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. And like the tighter you pull it, the tighter the flower looks at the front. So I like to pull it pretty tight. And then I just do like a double knot. And then there's your flower. And then I'll just like weave in the ends again. The easiest way that I do this is to just like pull the pink yarn back up again, and then weaving it through the flower, as opposed to weaving it through the white, so then you don't see it. So yeah, I'll just like bring those ends back up towards the flower when I weave it in. There. And then it's a nice clean finish on the back when you do that. So yeah, sorry about the ends. I just don't want to have you sit here and watch me weave in ends for the next 25 minutes. No, it doesn't take that long. It takes like 5 minutes, but I'm just so impatient. So yeah, that's what your skull will look like. I haven't ever made a flower for the big pot holder ones, but I've actually only been able to find the yarn in like these three colors. I feel like I don't have the best yarn selection in Canada, but yeah, I've been able to find like the pretty teal color, and then like the gray color as well. And I actually just use a 9mm hook when I do the bigger ones. You just do the exact same pattern, and it comes out just like really big. And like I said, you can wash them, you can put them through the machine, you can dry them. I have so many different colors of them. They're really cute. I've been making and selling them for like about a year now, but I just thought with Halloween coming up, it'll be nice to post a tutorial. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps and I didn't go too fast. If I did, I'm sorry. But thanks for watching.